What's up, everybody? Ashe, Hotep, Namaste. I would like to welcome you back to another co-healing session. My vibrations is high right now. In a very good mood. In a very good mood. Today's topic, we're going to talk about the secrets behind Mars and astrology and in the astrology chart. This is what a lot of these so-called astrologers on YouTube don't tell you about. Of course, I just want to start the video off by saying, you know, the astrology readings, tarot readings, the how to make money from home session, the detox consultations, the mentorships. Remember, guys, contact me now because I have openings for the next couple days. So you know what, I might just do where everything is half off. For the next 2 days. People been hitting me up, guys. I know you guys keep hitting me up later when I do a sell. All right, so all right, you catch this, guys. The next 2 days, every session is half off. Okay, so that means astrology readings will be $60. Okay, the how to make money from home session will be $80. All right, so on and so forth. Contact me, occulthealing22@gmail.com. The email is in the description of this video. 2 days, all right? So what I want to talk about is, I want to get into the secrets of Mars in astrology, okay? Specifically, Mars in your natal chart or your astrology chart. When you get an astrology chart reading, and yes, guys, I tell you all the time because people ask me how come I don't do videos like talking about, let's just say, Mars and Libra, because those videos are lies. They're deceiving you. I said this before. Just because you have Mars and Libra and somebody, you can't give somebody an accurate description of what that means because everybody's Mars is different. Okay, this is why you always need a personal astrologer. The reason why astrologers on YouTube are doing that is for clickbait. Okay, because guess what? They're going to ask you, they're going to reel you in, right? And then they're going to ask you, the real reading is when you purchase a reading from them. Okay, which an average reading, which I tell you guys all the time, an average reading is $500. I'll say on the average. Sometimes they're more, sometimes they're a little bit less, but a lot of times they're more. Okay, and I was charging $120 for my astrology reading. So again, I'm trying to help everybody out when it comes to getting this information to you. So again, when you type in whatever your Mars is, because you went on a free website, put your information in, you think you're good now, you read the descriptions, wonder why it's not working for you, right? Or you go on YouTube, type in, hey, I got Venus in Virgo, I wonder what this means, and you watch all these YouTube videos, it's all bullcrap. Not only that, they're all saying the same thing. This is how you know it's all bullcrap, because they're all saying the same thing. Everybody's chart is different. Your Venus can be in Virgo, my Venus can be in Virgo, and it's going to be totally different. Okay, because guess what? Where's your Venus at? Okay, somebody else's Venus in Virgo might be in the first house. Okay, and yours might be in the 8th house. Totally different. Not only that, but what sign is ruling that house? Let's just say 2 Venus and Virgos are in the same house, the first house. Well, guess what? Somebody else's first house might be ruled by Libra, and somebody else's might be ruled by Leo. Totally different. Not only that, but then we get into the oppositions, the sextiles, the conjunctions. All right, what if there's other planets in there with the Venus? Like, let's say your Venus is in is in the first house, but it's next to Jupiter and the moon. Totally different. And then let's just say somebody is the exact same thing, right? They got Jupiter and the moon there, but guess what? Their moon is in Taurus, yours is in Pisces, their Jupiter is in Sagittarius, and yours is in Aries. Totally different. You see where I'm going with this, guys? So this is why I know it's fun to go on YouTube, and this is why I don't do videos on that. Okay, I will never do videos saying this is what Libra and Mars means. Okay, because it's going to be objective. That we could talk about exactly what it means by itself, right? But it's not going to be like that for you personally. This is why you can't do horoscope readings for the year either. You know how people on YouTube, again, I'm exposing the frauds on YouTube, guys. You can't do horoscope readings for the year because everybody's energy is going to be affected differently. Same thing with the retrogrades, right? Everybody's gun-ho over retrogrades. Mercury goes retrograde. People's like, oh, don't do this, don't do that. Well, guess what? If in your natal chart, if you have Mercury in retrograde, that's actually good for you. All right, that's a positive thing for you. All right, you see what I'm saying? Same thing with the tarot cards. Again, you can't effectively do a whole group of individuals because everybody's energy is different. Again, this is how we're exposing all this. You are an individual. Somebody has to look at you as an individual and tell you exactly what's going to happen. Because, again, your energy is specific. Okay, same thing with your chart. This is what makes everybody an individual. Nobody is the same person. All right, so we got to get that in the head. This is why this stuff is not working for you. All right, this is why it's not helping you. You need somebody to help you one-on-one. So, like I said, most of those astrologers are going to charge you around $500 because it's a lot of work. And guess what? It's actually priceless because it's going to take you to the next level. But right now, let's get started. I want to talk about Mars, okay? Because Mars is very, very important. Everybody loves to talk about the moon. Everybody loves to talk about the sun, all that good stuff. But Mars is responsible for some key aspects in your life period. Mars rules your inspiration. Mars rules your energy. Okay? What is energy? There's a reason why Mars is considered to rule sex, anger, inspiration, passion, drive, willpower. All these are connected to your energy. This is why it's ruled by one planet. Not only that, but Mars is responsible for your kundalini. I know people love to talk about the kundalini, right? What is that energy? I tell you guys all the time, it's sexual energy. All right, remember, sexual energy is the most powerful energy on this plane. All right, letting you know. All right, letting you know what's up. All right, the most powerful energy on this plane, and also the most powerful energy within your body. Okay, sexual energy is the only energy that lights up your whole entire brain hemisphere. Okay, you don't believe me? Look this stuff up. All right, but that's a fact. So what does that tell you about the human body? What does that tell you about life, period? Everything runs on sexual energy. So Mars comes into play because Mars rules sexual energy. Mars rules your sex drive because your sex drive and your energy level are the same. So if you find yourself as a person is lazy, you procrastinate all the time, your sex drive, your sexual energy is the same. All right? That's how much influence, how much willpower you have, the same. How much inspiration, how much passion you have is the same. You see how important this is? So learning about your Mars and your natal chart, this is how you unlock the keys to your energy, your willpower. This is how you become successful. This is why I tell you guys, knowledge is only potential power. I used to say knowledge is power, right? I've grown and I've matured now because knowledge is potential power. You can have all the knowledge in the world and not use it, which a lot of these spiritual people do. They tell you all about, the stars. They tell you all about whatever, all these things, but they're not using it. Okay? Because if you're not taking care of your family, guys, if you're not expanding yourself, in your atmosphere, in your environment, if you're not making a change every single day, that's the thing. You got to question, what exactly are you doing? Because what I see is a lot of people retracting. I bring this up all the time. Mars is not about retraction. Mars, again, Venus and Mars, right? Mars rules man, Venus rules woman. Okay? So effectively, Mars and Venus, this is yin and yang right here. Okay? This is yin and yang. I'm making you understand. Now, let me tell you something else, because Mars is pain, Venus is pleasure. You can't have pain without pleasure, vice versa. Okay? So think about it like this. Think about women, right? And I'm just talking about as an outer whole. Okay? Remember, we all have Mars and Venus within us. All right, but I'm just talking about this specific gender, the specific sex of womanhood is ruled by Venus. Okay, pleasure, the planet of pleasure. People call it the planet of love. I went over this a couple other times in my other videos, so you guys probably understand, the ones that have been following me. But if you're new to this channel, first of all, I want you to subscribe, because starting now, because I've really been focused on self-development, but now I'm about to start getting into some deep stuff, guys. I'm about to take it to another level as far as spirituality, and I'm still focused on self-development because that's what all this is for, but I'm about to get real deep now. Okay, so like I said, Venus, they call it the planet of love. That's the New Agers, watering down information. Just like they call Mars the planet of war. It's not the planet of war. Just like Venus is not the planet of love. Okay? Mars is the planet, this is the fire. This is masculinity. Venus this is fluidity. This is creativity. This is pleasure. Because what are your creative talents? They bring you pleasure. Just like, connection between individuals, not just sexually. Also, friendships are pleasure. All right. There's a reason why women like to go out shopping all the time. They like to get dressed up. They like to get massages and all this stuff. Pleasure. There's a reason why a woman can have multiple orgasms. Pleasure. The body is the senses as far as with touch is way more efficient with the woman. Pleasure. Pain with Mars. Man always wants to conquer something. Man always wants to take the challenge, and and challenge their willpower. Man is always ready to get himself in danger. Again, the pain. This is exactly what it is. Of course, this is not all. This is just, again, we're talking about the gender. We're talking about the energy of masculinity, because there can be masculine women and there can be feminine men. All right, not meaning sexual orientation though. All right, because we're taking these terms out of context as far as masculine. We say when somebody is masculine, they're, buff and, they're kind of really stern, or, they watch football and eat steak and stuff like that. And women, and feminine is when they're like, focused on fashion and, just extra womany. Like, and I'm just making up words, guys. Again, I'm in a great mood. So masculine and feminine energy, all it means is masculine energy goes out, feminine energy retracts. Okay, so again, we're focused on Mars because I want to let you know, again, the secrets, again, that this is representing the Kundalini energy. All right, this is representing your energy all together. So what you want to do, guys, let's just say you just want to get in touch with Mars, because that's what you need to do. If you find yourself procrastinating, which 99% of people, let me tell you something, guys. 99% of people on this planet, this is the reason why 99% of people are not successful in life, is because they're not in alignment with Mars. All right? They're not in alignment with Mars. Everybody's so focused on Venus and the moon. And this might become a shock, right? Because I know most conspiracy theorists and most spiritual people, they're saying, oh, it's the masculine energy has been causing all these problems and stuff like that. It's the masculine, blaming all on masculinity. No, it has nothing to do with what energy has been more prominent. All right, let's get specific and get into the planets. Okay, of course, if you're trying to control a group of people, you're not going to want them to be aligned with Mars. It's because Mars doesn't play that. Okay? Mars is about conquering, setting new land. All right? Mars is your energy. They want your energy low. This is why everybody is so tired all the time, right? Let's be honest. Are you tired all the time? Are you procrastinating all the time? Are you not focused enough, where you start to do something and all of a sudden you stop? Are you passive in everything that you do? You let people walk all over you. You never take responsibility for your actions. You get into a relationship, the relationship goes bad. You put all this stuff on the other person. tell everybody, oh, that person was crazy. I'm the one. I'm so perfect, and nobody's perfect enough for me, right? Again, because Mars is, you're not in line with Mars. This is the secret to success. Okay, Mars is your secret to success, because without energy, guys, without energy, you can't accomplish anything. Remember, your energy and sex drive is the same. Your energy drive and your sex drive is the same. Here's the secret people are not telling you, especially in spirituality, right? Because they treat sexuality as something obsolete, something different. Okay? You want to know why, guys? Remember, I told you, misery loves company. Always pay attention to the knowledge that you're receiving somebody. If somebody, if they're telling you connection with others is a bad thing, what does that tell you? That individual, because you got to remember, we all have different backgrounds. That individual has had a lot of problems with connections with people. So their perspective is to tell you that connections with others is a bad thing. That you should be more in the ego, because that's what you really are. They think they're running away from the ego, but the more you want to be alone, the more you want to focus on you, that's ego. Okay? Ego. Nothing else around it. The ego is self-preservation. And yes, you do need a healthy ego. You need 50% healthy ego, right? Not 100% and not 0, 2%, 10%. You need 50% ego for yourself and another 50 going to humanity. Of course, nobody's really perfect, but you got to try your best to maintain that balance. Okay? So, they're telling you, oh, to be abstinent is the best thing, right? I know in spirituality you heard this many times. Again, that's the fluff, because guess what? I already let you guys know about being so-called abstinent on purpose. All right, not like gotta understand what I'm saying, guys. I don't mean I'm talking about the people that do it on purpose. All right, because if it just happens to be like that and you're alone for a period of time, that's the universe placing you there so you can focus, so you can build yourself up. Because remember, without adequate knowledge of self and self-esteem, you're not going to do well in a relationship anyway. So I'm talking about the people that purposely say, you know what, I'm tired, I'm so scared, because it's fear. Remember I told you, fear is everything. They get their hearts broken and they're like, you know what, I'm done. I'm finished. I need to just focus on myself and run away from the scene because I hate people and the world sucks. I hate this generation. You hear this all the time from people. This is fear. And also not being able to take responsibility. Again, this is why there's only 1% of people in the world that are considered successful and happy, because this is why I tell you not to follow the majority. Mars charts its own path. And you got to look at your Mars, but I mean, still look at even without the astrology chart, even though I tell people all the time, because people ask me, well, can you learn yourself without an astrology chart? Of course you can. But the astrology chart saves you 20 years. It's going to be more than 20 years nowadays because everybody's so distracted. Video games, TV, jobs and stuff. All these things are distracting you from learning yourself. So it's going to be more than 20 years. Of course, I'm just throwing a number out there, but we're talking years and years it takes for you to understand your being. The astrology chart, this is the reason why it's becoming more and more important as we go into the age of Aquarius, because Aquarius rules astrology. So it's right in alignment, because guess what? In this day and time, people are going to be so busy because this is the age of the entrepreneurship that people are really going to need that astrology chart. They're going to need these tarot readings. They're going to need numerology readings more often because we're stepping in the age of Aquarius. So everybody has to pull their own weight now. So it's about this is a masculine sign. People think this Aquarius is a water sign. It's not. It's an air sign. So what does that mean, guys? This means that it's not going to be as emotional and supportive as the age of Pisces was. This is the age that we're stepping out of, where you can hop on government assistance and you can rely on, whatever, you can rely on corporations. You see corporations are dying. It's all about the individual now. It's all about everybody being on a level playing field. Okay, it's not about corporations anymore. Like I said, corporations are still going to exist at a low level, but the majority of people, as we see the shift, are transferring to entrepreneurship. What does that mean, guys? That means you're going to have to pull your own weight now. All right. All those people that are complaining that, are lazy, who don't want to spend something to get something, or who don't want to do something to get something, you're gonna see yourself in the next 5 to 10 years. Mark my words, guys. This is why I'm preparing you guys now. This is the reason why I did the video on the equinox way before September 22nd. Okay, way before September 22nd. I told you about the equinox so you can start now. I told you all the guys that everybody that had the how to make money from home session, start working now. Everybody that wants their goals, start working now. Everybody wants to improve their health, their nutrition, whatever it is, start working now. So you got to understand, okay? So again, I'm gonna go over, again, Mars is your Kundalini. So understanding your Mars, you're gonna unlock the secrets of your Kundalini energy. Okay, you're gonna unlock that because everybody is different. Like I said, this is why it's personal. Yeah, you can go on the free website, look up your Mars. Let's say you have Mars in Aquarius. Go on YouTube, see what everybody else is saying about Mars in Aquarius. Right? That's not going to be accurate for you because I already gave the reasons earlier. Okay, Mars is responsible for your sex drive, your sexuality. Okay, your sexuality. This is why it's so redundant to try to suppress your sexuality. You're suppressing one of the biggest things in your energy system. All right, if you wasn't meant to express sexuality, you wouldn't have it. Just like if you wasn't supposed to use your brain, guys, you wouldn't have it. If you wasn't supposed to use your eyes, you wouldn't have it. Okay? What's going to happen to you is if you try to suppress your sexuality, first of all, the first thing that happens is that, because there's two different ways. You see this in the churches with the Catholic preachers. When you suppress something, it becomes bigger, then it transforms into what we call demons. Humans make demons. Humans are responsible for the demon realm. I know all my people that watch anime, there's plenty of animes out there that pointed this out too. Humans create demons, okay, from suppressing urges. So guess what happens to the Catholic preacher that suppresses his sexuality for 30 years, right? Now the next thing you hear about him, he's touching little kids and stuff like that. Because guess what? It transforms into something ugly, transforms into something demonic, it takes over his mind, and now he's touching little boys. And then they ask him, why did you do it? I don't know. I don't even remember. Something came over me. Something came over me. You guys got to understand these urges that you have. Remember I made the video about the shadow self, about feeding your shadow self. This is why I said I'm about to start getting deeper now, guys. You guys got to stay with me. Move with the pace, okay? Move with the pace. So understanding your urges. All right? So suppressing your sexuality, you want to express your sexuality in a healthy way. Okay, of course you don't want to just abuse it, because some people are on the opposite end where they just abuse it, where they're just throwing it out there everywhere, right? But you want to explore your sexuality, okay? If you have a partner or multiple partners, because guess what? This is life. The whole thing about you having to be with one person, all that stuff comes from religion. Look it up, guys. Like I said, I'm about to start getting deep with you now, because if you've been watching me for a while, I trust you. You got to be on this playing field, right? That comes from religion. All right. Not saying that being with one person is bad. I'm just saying that not everybody is meant to do that. That's why you don't feel good doing it. Let's be honest. To you guys out there, you guys know. You don't have to let anybody else know, because guess what? I know. Because all you got to do is study psychology and study, the human body. And you'll know. This is why you're not happy, right? Mars is a conqueror. Mars is a fierce warrior. All right, so you have to be fierce with the goals that you have set. Okay, and like I said, the astrology chart can help you understand this. This is why I'm giving it away for so cheap. All right, because people might be skeptical. Why is it so cheap if everybody else is charging 500 to? I've even seen people charging $1,000. Um, it's because again, I want to build a collective, a movement, guys. Let's be a part of this movement. This is why I told you guys to let me know the businesses that you want to start. Let me know the services that you've had. I've been had too many people contacting me. Don't, again, you got to make the initiative. If you have a service or you have something that you want to start, because this is connected to Mars too. Remember, Mars is your goal setting. Mars is your inspiration, your passion. So you got to activate Mars by activating your passions, your side hustles, okay? Your survival, right? Because Mars is your survival. A lot of you guys don't want to survive. You just want to be content. Well, there's no, remember, life is fluid. There is no, like, just middle ground where it just sits straight. Life is a wave. It's feminine. Somebody in one of my old videos was like, no, life is not feminine. Life is masculine and feminine. You got to understand what I'm saying. I'm talking about this existence. The physical realm is feminine. It flows. All right. If you don't understand that, well, just do more research. Okay. This existence is feminine. This is why it's called Mother Earth. Okay. Mother Earth. Why is it called Mother Earth? Because this planet is feminine. Everything that you physically can touch and see, it's all moving. It's not stationary. Okay, that lets you know it's feminine. The spirit realm is masculine. Now I know, again, it's been told backwards. All right, from the New Age movement. But get into occultism, guys, because this is where the real stuff is at. Okay, this is where the real stuff is at. This is where many do not reach this point. And this is why regular New Age information doesn't help anybody. These people, let's be honest, for those of you that have been studying New Age information, right? You still have anxiety. You still have depression. You still have eating disorders. You still have social anxiety. You still have problems with procrastination. You still don't know yourself. And some of you guys been studying this stuff for years. So that lets you know the information is not working. It's not correct. Okay. Now, it'd be one thing if it's just not working just for specifically a couple people, but we're talking a multitude of people. Tap into Mars, your Mars energy, people. Okay. You want to understand exactly how you can activate your Kundalini, because that's what it means to activate your Kundalini. Yes, you could do meditations and stuff, because meditation and the spiritual practice, like I said, that's getting to know yourself. But guess what? This is why the yogis will tell you it takes 15 years to activate that energy. We're changing with the times, guys. Things are moving faster, right? Things are moving faster. That's old world stuff. You got to move, you got to shift, or you're not going to make the evolution. Things are moving faster. You don't have 15 years anymore to learn this stuff. As you can see, you go outside, you make mistakes. Relationships are coming faster. If you don't know yourself, and if you're not powerful, you're going to miss out on your most powerful relationships. A good 90% of you guys probably already missed out on a soulmate or two because you're not moving fast enough. Like I said, the age of Aquarius is air. And remember, Mars too. Mars is straightforward fast. It's straight to the point. Okay, so this is why I'm trying to help you understand, all right, the age that we're coming in, and also the energy that you're going to need to be successful in this new age. All right, it all comes down to astrology, guys. For everybody that's new to astrology, astrology rules everything in this existence. All the science that we've learned, all the medicine that we've learned, that we come to this point, all the religion, all the stories. All right. The storyline period is about the sun going through the zodiac. You know, the story about having the hero and the villain. And have you ever noticed all movies, all storylines, they all kind of have the same pattern? Where do you think that pattern comes from? If you study astrology, you'll see the characteristics. There's a reason why these planets have characteristics. Trust me, study the characteristics of these planets and then watch a movie. You'll see them in the movie. Okay? You'll see them. It's the same pattern, guys. Right? The hero starts off at a, at a mediocre point in their life, right? Then, they go through these things. They start becoming better and better. Boom, boom. They meet their arch nemesis. They're almost defeated. They're on their last leg. And, and then all of a sudden, some miracle, they never give up, miracle happens, and they explode and get in touch with their energy, and then they save the day. Right? Of course, not all, but majority of storylines have that pattern, right? Again, so studying this chart. Like I said, Mars rules your inspiration too. Where do your inspirations lie? Okay, I'm going on 31 minutes, all right? So I'm going to try to wrap this up. Where do your inspirations lie? Where do your passions lie? Half the time you guys don't follow and don't know your passions because you're following somebody else's passion. Because you're on autopilot. Most people are on autopilot right now, right? And they're just following what everybody else is doing. You can take a shortcut in life if you look at this, if you look at your chart, look at your Mars and say, where my passions lie? Also with Venus too, because your creative outlets. But how do you get in touch with this passion? How do you activate the monster in you? And I mean monster in a good way. The monster that's saying, you know what, or the beast, because Mars is the beast. Your body is the beast. It's animal. You see, flesh. Remember, guys, here's another secret. You sold your soul and confined your soul to flesh when you came here. So everybody that's alive, you sold your soul to flesh. You sold your soul to the beast, flesh. You see? The animal realm. So I don't say this out of fear, but this is the truth. This is what they're not going to tell you in the New Age fluff, that you already sold your soul. Because you think about it, your soul is infinite, but you can find it. You can find it to some ball of flesh and bones to experience pleasure and pain. All these spirits around you that want to get inside your body, and you watching these people talking about channeling entities and stuff like that, they want to experience your pleasure and pain. This is the whole reason why they want to take over your body. And they make you do ridiculous stuff so you can experience more pleasure and pain. You're not worried about your life force. You're not worried about if you survive long. They're just trying to get what they can get and get out. This is why when you're possessed, like I said, there's all different levels of possession, right? This is why when you're possessed, you start destroying yourself. Some kind of addiction. You're addicted to sugar. You're addicted to sex. You're addicted to the ego. Narcissism. You're addicted to, you could be addicted to working out. Some of you work out too much. Okay? So you see, what's going on here. I really want to break it down. I know I went all over the place, and this is really it's supposed to be a video about Mars, but take this information in, guys. Okay? Your astrology readings are very, very important. Like I said, yes, you can learn yourself without astrology, but it's going to take you many, many years. Buddhism, the Buddhism and the yogis will tell you that. They spend years in those mountains meditating. Are you doing that? Because it takes them 10 to 15 years to get to a point where they understand themselves. Okay? Now, like I said, there were the occultists that were in those pyramids that were taking another route. And this is where Masonry is born from, where the secret societies. You want to know what the secret societies are doing right now? They're learning, first of all, they're learning astrology. They're learning tarot. They're learning numerology. They're learning about all religions. They're learning about the human body, nutrition, all these things. Okay, that's what the secret societies are doing. Point blank, period. So they're trying to take shortcuts because you can. Again, if you have this map, you have this energy map that's here for you, right? So, you know, especially this coming time for September 22nd, this equinox, the autumn equinox, guys. I want you guys to make this shift. Okay, September 22nd, I want you guys to make this shift. So again, the astrology readings, the tarot readings, the how to make money from home session, the detox consultations, the hypnosis session for 2 days. Everything is going to be at half off. Okay, I'm doing this for you guys. Remember, only 2 days. So all those people, because I know some of you guys, y'all hit me up 2 weeks later. You know, you got it. Again, life throws you life throws you something. You got to take it. Some of you guys are too passive. All right, I'll leave you guys with a quote from Napoleon Hill. He said, "You can tell right away when somebody's going to be successful in life because they know how to make decisions quickly, either yes or no." Point blank. When you have all the facts, right? You have all the facts of something, it's either yes or no. Because you're wasting time. You're wasting other people's time and stuff like that. So again, guys, you want to understand your Mars so you can unlock your success. Okay, so you can unlock your energy, unlock your Kundalini energy. Yes, you do meditations too, but it's good to have this knowledge so you're not wasting time. Okay, not everybody's gonna unlock their Kundalini the same way, people. This is the thing I want to tell you. Everybody has a different path. All right, you got to know your individual path. Like I said, you can't listen to these other astrologers on YouTube. Not all of them, but the ones who put the videos out. This is what Libra and Mars means. That's what it means individually. But guess what? When you have Libra Mars with you, it's totally different. It's not going to be the same. Okay, so again, all my consultation sessions, contact me at occulthealing22@gmail.com. The email is in the description of the video. Also, all my overachievers, all the people that really want to do this stuff. Again, like I said, there's other links in the description of this video. Check those links out from other companies and stuff, people that are doing really good things that'll help you out. Again, this is only 1%. 1%. Why do you think the whole thing of the 144,000 came about? Because they know 99% of people are not going to do it. They know 99% of people don't have what it takes. But all you 1% people out there, because most of you are watching me right now. All right? So let's grow together. Let's get a collective. Like I said, any of you guys have services. Any of you guys have businesses coming up. Entrepreneurship, though. If you're an entrepreneur, you have a business or you have a side hustle, let me know. Email me, coldhealing22 as well. Only email me if you're an entrepreneur, because the next video I do, I want to promote your business. No charge, no nothing. I just want to promote your business so we can start making a collective where we start feeding each other. Okay. If it's something that I'm interested in, I'll buy the service as well. And I'm pretty sure other people. Let's build a collective. Like I said, I will be coming up with the Facebook group soon. The website's coming soon, so we'll be able to be a collective, and we can work together without having to worry about corporations or 9-to-5 jobs. Again, this is where life is going. Okay, so I'd like to thank you all. I know I went all over the world when it comes to this information. I really just wanted to focus on Mars, but still, I definitely dropped some good points for you to understand. And keep your vibrations high. Continue, love, have fun, get out with your family and friends, get out with your lover, get out in nature, you know, do something different today. Express gratitude for you even breathing today, because guess what? Somebody else wants to experience your pleasure and pain. One love.